why does it seem like so many celebrities tend to lose close friends or family members right before they make it to the next level?
Yeah, I'm about to expose every lie they done told, like how they trafficking kids and why they ain't got a soul. They feeding off our energy, trying to destroy the globe. They got weather control, they even making it snow. But we can't run from it, gotta grab it by the antler.
All right, y'all. So Gilly responds to Hassan Cambell's allegations of him having to do with the unaliving of his son. Okay? It's a pattern, y'all. It's a pattern that is happening inside of the music industry or the entertainment industry, you know, as a whole, that consists of them having to give blood in order to grow, in order to get that contract that they need that's going to, you know, make them wealthy, y'all. And I feel like, you know, this is something that cannot be overlooked. All right. And so with that being said, man, we're going to be dealing with Truth Talk TV today, man, because he always has a great insight when it comes to these things, man. And I will say that I cannot confirm or deny anything that's about to get ready to be said in this video. But as always, I will ask that you guys use discernment when dealing with the information, man. Let's go ahead and jump into this.
You ever ask yourself, why does it seem like so many celebrities tend to lose close friends or family members right before they make it to the next level? Many others and I have noticed celebrities tend to lose a mother, best friend, brother, or even a child right before they sign a life-changing deal that brings them big money, fame, and power. It's hard to look at this pattern and not wonder why it always happens to so many of the biggest celebrities right before reaching superstardom. This has led people to wonder if these deaths were somehow connected to the celebrity gaining their new fame and fortune. Were these artists being forced to pay a dark price for the success and fame? Were these deaths somehow sacrifices that were made by these celebrities to be granted entrance into Hollywood? Most people don't believe in this idea of people sacrificing others for success. They think it's all made up nonsense by people who are just jealous of celebrities' success because they can't achieve it themselves. In a way, I understand why most people can't wrap their heads around ritual sacrifices, as it sounds so far-fetched. Most people nowadays don't even believe in God, let alone the devil. So how could they believe celebrities are sacrificing souls to the devil for fame and fortune when they don't even think he exists? The thing is, if you pay close attention to Hollywood, you can start to notice a pattern. Patterns like this are usually an indicator of something behind the scenes taking place. These patterns might not be 100% definitive proof of industry sacrifices, but they are an indication of the possibility. While these theories of ritual sacrifices are usually made by those outside of the industry, on some rare occasions, we hear celebrities on the inside make claims that industry sacrifices are being made. I have played this clip of Kanye West multiple times, admitting his mom was a sacrifice for the industry just like other celebrities.
Mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Yeah,
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You know, out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize.
Kanye admitted this himself, saying confidently his mom was a sacrifice. Another clip I played on here a few times was a clip of A$AP Rocky admitting he mysteriously lost people every time he went to put out a new project.
Every time I put out an album, or every time I'm about to release an album, for some strange reason, man, I always lose somebody close to me. It was my pops, it was Jams, my sister, like, I always lose somebody close to me, you know, feel like, you know, some crazy, like, jinxes, without being superstitious or just paranoid. Like, take a toll out of this.
I just wonder, man, like, is this some type of delusion that they suffer from? Because you see a lot of these individuals getting on here acting as if they don't know why these things are happening. Acting as if they don't know the rituals that they took or partook in before they even made it to the level that they were to begin with. We seen A$AP Rocky standing inside of a pentagram. Or you see what I'm saying? So we know that you know, but yet and still you get on here and make it seem like you don't know. It has to be a mental illness.
Rocky is admitting what Kanye was admitting in a different way. He had to make sacrifices to get what he wanted. Some of these people have been telling us the entire time. It's just most people aren't listening. I have made videos on Eminem and his best friend Proof. In my opinion, it seems to me that proof could have been Eminem's sacrifice. If we look at Eminem's music video for Toy Soldiers, it literally showed Proof being taken out in the exact same way he was taken out not much later, right before Eminem had his major comeback. The pattern speaks for itself if you ask me. These celebrities are being forced to make an offer in order to make it to a certain level of success and fame. No matter how crazy and unreal that sounds, it's the truth. This is why people have accused many celebrities of making sacrifices for years. One man who was recently accused of sacrificing a loved one was Gilly from the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast. $1 Million Worth of Game is one of the biggest podcasts today in hip-hop culture. In October 2022, Gilly and his co-host Wallow signed a deal with Barstool's worth an estimated $100 million, making it one of the biggest podcast deals ever. It was a massive level up for Gilly, who was previously a rapper who was never able to reach real success in the music industry. While many people were celebrating Gilly and Wallow for signing this new deal, Hassan Cambell had a different reaction. For those who don't know, Hassan Cambell is a YouTuber and one of Afrika Bambaata's alleged victims. Afrika Bambaataa is one of the founding fathers of hip-hop who was discovered to be a monster later on. According to Hassan Cambell, Afrika Bambaataa SA'd him when he was just a young boy. Hassan has come out many times and exposed Afrika Bambaataa and the industry, and one of the things he exposed was the industry's connection to the occult, as he learned this from Afrika Bambaataa. During one of his live streams, Hassan called out Gilly's son's passing as a sacrifice, claiming that Gilly offered up his son for his $100 million deal. Hassan pointed at the fact that Gilly seemed to be the opposite of excited while signing his life-changing deal, as he appeared to be crying.
Look how fast life goes on. Did y'all watch the video? I didn't have enough time to get the video. Go find the video where Gilly and Wallow's son check for the $100 million. Why was Gilly crying like that? Why was he crying like somebody just died? When he signed that check for $100 million, Gilly wasn't crying like I'm happy, yo, we made it. He was crying like somebody died. I dare you to find the video. I'm gonna say it again. When he cried like somebody died. You ever seen somebody get a $100 million check and cry like somebody passed away? Come on, man. I didn't come here to apologize to y'all, to them, since it's about timing. Since they back the partying, I'm not coming with disrespect towards them. I'm coming with the truth. If you don't like it, log out.
And see, this is what kills me with these people, man. They'll put your head on the platter and then be at your funeral crying like they ain't know that this was gonna happen. This is what kills me with them, y'all. Like, how could you actually put your family members' head on a platter and then come to their funeral and cry like you didn't know that this was gonna happen, man? But see, you have to understand that the Most High is always watching, bro, and judgment is gonna come across each and every individual that partook in this. That's facts, y'all.
As you heard for yourself, Hassan called out Gilly, claiming he sacrificed his son. He pointed at Gilly's strange behavior for the occasion, as you would expect a different reaction from a man signing such a life-changing deal. To me, this reaction did seem rather odd, as Gilly, who was a rapper, is expected to have a more braggadocious reaction, or at minimum excitement in his face. He signed this deal almost as if signing this deal would kill him or something. Could Gilly have done what many other celebrities seem to have done, paid the ultimate price for life-changing success? While I don't have a definitive answer as of yet, what I will say is that Gilly has been around the industry for a very long time, an industry that's run by the occult. Gilly was signed to a record company called Suave House Records that was under Universal Records early on. He was also associated with people like Lil Wayne and Birdman, two industry puppets I have done videos on. Gilly was in those industry rooms and most likely participated in those industry activities. Considering the fact that his son passed right after he signed this deal, it just so happens to match up with the pattern we have been talking about in this video. People also called out Gilly's behavior as strange after his son's passing, as he seemed to be partying and at club events. Gilly was in the industry for years and saw limited success. Years later, he managed to sign a massive deal, bigger than what most rappers see in their entire career, but lost his son just a few months later. You can't tell me that doesn't seem strange. A couple of days ago, Gilly finally responded to Hassan's claims, calling Hassan and everyone who believed what he said disrespectful, stating that Hassan only said this because he needed views and likes.
That is honestly one of the things that pisses me off the most. Rest in peace, first and foremost, to your son, man. But when I see people online talking about, like, And I wouldn't even mention it if it wasn't getting thousands of likes. People are like, see, Illuminati sacrifice. That honestly makes me, my blood boil, that they would use a situation like that. That's like tragic.
This is y'all sitting around talking about the Illuminati sacrifice and all that dumb shit online.
What does he say? You get so good, they wish the devil on you.
Yeah.
It literally makes me so pissed off because it's so disrespectful.
The Illuminati came down North Philly, killed my son. Shut the fuck up. Goofy ass.
Positivity and love.
Yeah, it discredits your success on top of it. Not only is it's like you couldn't if it weren't for this.
Got brothers and sisters. They gotta see some dumb shit like that online to get views and likes.
As you heard for yourself, Gilly responded by calling out Hassan, saying that he was only disrespecting him for views and attention, and calls out everyone else that believes this theory to be true. Gilly tries to make it all seem so far-fetched, like if it doesn't happen in the industry, Hassan Cambell knows the truth about the industry, and so do I. All Hassan did was notice that Gilly's son's passing matched the pattern and brought it to people's attention. Why was Gilly crying when he signed the deal? Why did he look like he was gonna lose it all while signing a contract that would give him the world? What most people don't realize is occultists believe in duality and as above so below. Their gain comes at the loss of another. Gilly's son could have definitely been an industry sacrifice. Well, I'm not saying this is exactly what happened to Gilly's son. What I am saying is that it could be possible, as it is something that happens in the music industry. Kanye West admitted himself his mother was a sacrifice. You think a man would make that up about their own mother if it was a lie? Even more proof of industry sacrifices was the story of Gloria Velez, who was an industry model and video vixen that in her own words was supposed to get sacrificed. Gloria was around death row in the 90s and she was dating and was pregnant by Aaron Hall. Gloria has been online telling a story of a situation that happened to her when she was in the industry early on. She claims that she was supposed to be a sacrifice for her boyfriend at the time, Aaron Hall, stating that Aaron was being forced to make this sacrifice in order to get signed to death row. Also, claiming that the only reason she was spared was because Tupac saved her life and stopped it from happening.
Let's just go right into it. It's sacrifice. And I believe we all made sacrifices in life for our children, for our parents, you know, with our time, with our money. I mean, have you made sacrifices in your life?
Of course.
Yes. But today I really want to focus on sacrificing people who sacrifice people for gain, for money, for power, for celebrity status. And I believe that this is a touchy subject for a lot of people because people don't want to acknowledge that this does happen, that people sacrifice people for money and fame. And people are scared to. You know, I think it's time for people to talk about things that, you know, you don't want to talk about, but that's really happening. We have to face it today.
Sure.
So yeah, let's get right into it, okay? So it's the year 1996. I am dating Aaron Hall. I am 17 years old and pregnant at the time, I know. We're actually in LA and he was going to sign with Death Row Records. We were invited to a Mother's Day event. 1996, and all of Death Row family and friends were supposed to join. So Aaron said he had to go to a meeting. That's why he couldn't, you know, take me to get my hair and nails done. And it was an important meeting, and he couldn't miss it. So Pac's gonna hold me down. And then we met up with Aaron after I got my nails and hair done. We went to the hotel, and Aaron's extra, you know, stress and pacing back and forth, and him and Pac start talking. So he's extra mean, extra just everything, and I felt like there was something going on. It's more than just business. So to let you know, allegedly, when he was, you know, going to this meeting, he's kind of pleading for my life. You know, some of these people to be down with the cause, you got to sacrifice people, was insane to me. And allegedly, they told him, you know, there come a dime a dozen of her. You know, she could be replaced. I don't care if she's pregnant. You can get a pretty young thing and it's no big deal. So allegedly, he said, no, I'll be damned. I'm not going to do that. I love her. So they went back and forth, and allegedly it was said, it's going to happen if you like it or not. So he buys me a white dress to go to the event. So I say this before we go into the venue. When he was pleading for my life and telling that, you know, he doesn't want nothing happening to me, he's still taking me to the venue. You know, I went over this over and over in my head. Why would he take me? Why would he put a white dress on me? It's like, you know, dressing the lamb and giving her to the wolves. You know what I'm saying? We walk into the back of the venue, you know. I'm still have no idea. I'm oblivious of what's going on or what's going to happen or what they tend to do. This female, like, runs towards Aaron, and then he walks her halfway, grabs her, and they start talking, and they're in each other's face. So a 17-year-old's mind, you know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm right? She's approaching, she's screaming, so I'm thinking, oh, I'm here, I'm pregnant. You know, she's up. So the mood changed. People started moving towards Aaron, men. And then I said, ooh, this is, it felt eerie. I said, something's different. It's not, you know, I'm your man. Hard, you feel something's wrong.
Right.
And then, so I shut up quick. I like was looking at the room and saying, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's really going on. Because I see the fear now in Aaron's face. Within the commotion and people started moving toward, and you see the dudes, Pac runs. He runs towards Aaron, grabs the girl, and says, nobody can touch her. Points to me. And he goes, she's family, she's Aaron's wifey. So Pac comes in and comes up to us and be like, you know, you guys are good. And looks at Aaron and says, don't stay long. Like dead up like that, don't stay long. Not knowing at that point he was my angel, he saved my life. Pac saved my life. And I'm grateful that he saved my life. And we said goodbye. And before we said goodbye and left, one of the demons came up to me and said, you're blessed. I mean, I was looking a demon in the eyes. You know, he was telling me that you almost got, and I felt it in my soul. You know, the setup allegedly was to make it look like a gang thing, you know, beat her up, you know, and leave me on the side of the road. So that's what allegedly they were supposed to do.
What was her purpose? The female.
To drag me out, to start it off. Remember, it's all about a look. So it's got to look like gang-related, grabbing up another girl, dragging her out of the venue, and then whatever.
As you heard for yourself, Gloria states that Aaron took her to an event for her to be sacrificed, claiming that he bought her a white dress to present her as an offering. She claims she was taken into the event and instantly met with aggression by people at the party. Right as things were going to go down, Tupac got in the middle of it and told them to leave her alone. According to Gloria, Tupac saved her as they were going to sacrifice her for Aaron's success in the industry. This woman, who was in the industry and saw the truth for herself, admits that she was almost a victim of the industry. She claims that those who were going to sacrifice her were going to make it look gang-related so no questions will be asked. Just like what happened to Gilly's son, he was taken out in what people believe to be a gang-related situation. Whether you want to believe it or not, sacrifice is the price for fame in the industry. This is the price of ultimate fame and success, a price that so many people have paid before and will continue to do. If you pay attention to the industry enough, you will notice when these things happen. Look at Metro Boomin's situation. His mother was taken out by her husband, who then took himself out right before Metro dropped his new highly successful album, Heroes and Villains, and even got to make the soundtrack for one of the biggest movies of 2023, Into the Spider-Verse. The pattern is clear to me. These people lose someone right before they level up. Sadly, so many people are blind to the truth and they don't understand what's really going on in the industry. I'm expecting Gilly to deny sacrificing his son, as who other than Kanye would admit they did this? If Gilly made this offering, we would never know, but his response doesn't change my mind at all. I, at this point in time, am uncertain about what happened to his son, but I will say the entire situation does seem strange. The main reason I don't say is what 100% happened is due to lack of proof. Besides the fact that he was crying while signing the deal and his son's passing happening so close to him signing the deal, there isn't much more to prove that this is the case. While I do see what Hassan is pointing out, I can't just take his word for it because he said it. I did my own research and I couldn't find nothing besides those few things. In other situations, there's so much evidence pointing to the ritual sacrifice. In this, there isn't. Either way, what happened to his son was terrible, and I hope he rests in peace and finds forgiveness.
We have to allow our spirits to guide us in situations like this. I actually did cover the situation with Aaron Hall and his girlfriend, man, and that was it was the most truthfulest video that I ever could have done with someone that was speaking up, okay, in terms of, you know, possibly being in a situation where there could have been unalive for someone's success, okay? And everything that she's saying is very, very real, man. Like, if you're someone who's very in tune with your intuition, man, you're going to sense these type of things when they start to take place. You're going to know that this is a reason. Like she just said, she felt the lady, you know, had ill intentions toward her for reasons other than the fact that she could have been possibly messing with Aaron Hall, okay? And that's how spirit works, man. Spirit is going to let you know, like, man, yo, something is about to take place that's, you know, way beyond whatever it is that you could possibly think. You see what I'm saying? And so, yes, man, like, this is a sad situation, man. And I do believe that the person that was interviewing Gilly was only asking the question so that he could get views, but he did it in a slick way, okay? But, you know, y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. Do you believe that Gilly, you know, has something to do with the unaliving of his child, and that was the reason why he actually got the $100 million contract, him and Wallow, man? And is it the reason you know, for his son passing, all right? And so with that being said, man, y'all make sure y'all follow me on YouTube at I Am Awakend. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at I Am Awakend _chosen1. And I just want to leave you guys as I came. I want you guys to always be aware, because to be aware is to be alive. And as always, peace, family. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. Ashay.